Hey everybody, welcome back. It's a new year of Maths You Should Know. Hi, Mr. S coming from 6th grade at Conestoga. Today we would like to talk about greatest common factor and least common multiple. Some key words that usually stump some 6th graders and the difference between these two terms. Let's see if we can get this to work. The first word is factor. And what is a factor? Need to know that. And multiple. And what is a multiple? Very important to know. Factors to me, and we can come up with a better definition in class today, but factors to me are the small numbers you multiply to get a larger number. For example, if someone asks me, what are the, whoa, this is not reacting. There we go. What are the factors of 14? They're asking me, what numbers do I multiply together to get 14? I know 1 and 14. Because 1 times 14 is 14. And I know 2, beautiful 2, of course, and perfect, and 7. So I could say that the factors of 14 are 1, 2, 7, and 14. Multiples. Now, multiples to me are, and again, we'll come up with a better definition hopefully today, are when you take a number, let's just say 2, because that's fairly easy, and say, okay, what are the multiples? And we're going to multiply times smaller numbers to come up with what the multiples are. And you'll see what this looks like. I think last year, one of my 6th grade students said, oh, that reminds me of counting by, like counting by 2s or counting by 3s. And that's what it is. So the multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, oh, this is perfect. Let's talk to our tech people about this. 8, 10, perfect 0, into infinity. So that is what factors are to me, smaller numbers, multiples, the bigger numbers, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in class. All right, so let's take a look at one problem here. Okay, find the GCF, that's an abbreviation for greatest common factor of 12 and 18. The way to do that is come up with the factors of 12 and 18. Very quickly, 12, we got 1, and 12, of course, 1 times 12. We got 2 and 6. We've got 3 and 4. Thus endeth the factors of 12. Now let's take a look at 18's factors. What do we multiply together to get 18? The smaller parts again. Well, 1 and 18, we can always start with that. Even prime numbers, we can start with 1 and themselves. I think it's an even number, so 2 for sure. And 9. And I know we can multiply times 3, because 3 times 6, perfect 6 again. 3 times 6 is 18. There's nothing times 4, there's nothing times 5, and we're good to go from there on in. Now, we compare the similarities, 1 and 1. Those are the same. 2 and 2. The same. 3 and 3. We have a lot of common factors. Not 4, but 6 and 6. Right? 12, 18, and 9 all stand by themselves. So the answer to this, find the greatest common factor of 12 and 18, would be 6. Another and last item I'd like to touch base with is multiples. All right, let's find the least common multiple of 2 and 3. And I guess it's kind of the same strategy as we just used for factors. We're going to list multiples. Let's go 2, 4, 6, and I don't think I have to go much further, but I will just to show off. 8, 10. There's where I'll stop. And again, we're looking for the least common multiple in this case, well, the smallest. What are the multiples of 3? 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. I think we already found it. 3 times 3 would be 9. But I think we already found it, so we can kind of stop there. When I compare the two sets of numbers, which happen to be multiples, it's like 6 and 6 is the smallest that we share. Ladies and gentlemen, that's math. Feel free to email me. Feel free to comment. Feel free to ask questions in class about this. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the maths you should know.